In this lesson, we will be looking at some different vocabulary that we need in order to be successful in algebra. The first word we're going to look at is the word variables. As you can see, that variables are symbols, and they're usually letters, but not always, to represent numbers. So it represents some number that is unknown, okay? That's what a variable is. So I've given you some examples here, and we are going to drag them to the right category. Everything I've given you either is a variable or is not a variable. Okay? I think most people can figure out that x is a variable. It is a symbol that represents a number. Z is also a variable. It is a symbol that represents a number. Pi looks like a symbol, but it does not represent an unknown number. Pi has a value to it. It is 3.141592, and the list goes on and on and on. But pi is actually not a variable. Pi is a known number, even though it looks like a symbol. Okay? And then the other one people always get wrong is this 36y. Y itself is a variable, but 36y, the quantity 36y, is not a variable. So when I chunk that together with the 36, it no longer is a variable. So this is a non-example. All right. Then we want to look at algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions are mathematical phrases that involve either numbers, in combination with letters, in combination with symbols. Okay, so it could be just a number by itself, or just a letter by itself, or a combination of numbers and letters or symbols. Okay, but the key thing is that it cannot have an equal sign in it. If it has an equal sign in it, then it's an algebraic equation. But if it does not have an equal sign in it, then it is an algebraic expression. Okay, so this one right here is a non-example because it does not, or it has an equal sign in it. This one here is also a non-example because it has an equal sign in it, and an expression cannot have an equal sign in it. Okay. This one is an expression. It has a combination of variables and numbers, but no equal sign. So there we go. Same thing here, combination of variables and letters, but no, or numbers, I mean variables and numbers, but no equal sign. This one is just a number, and sometimes people don't think that that's an algebraic expression, but again, an expression is either a number combined with letters or symbols, but no equal sign. So even if it's all by itself just a number, because it doesn't have an equal sign in it, is still an expression. Same thing with the variable z. It does not have an equal sign in it. It's okay that it is not combined with any other variables or numbers or symbols. It is still an example of an expression because it does not have an equal sign in it. All right, then we're going to look at factors. Factors are the quantities that are being multiplied. So in the first example, you have 5 times 8, which makes 40. And so the factors are 5 and 8. Okay, and the next one, you have 6 times y, that gives you 6y. The two things that you're multiplying together, the 6 and the y, are your factors. Then the product is your answer, basically. What do you get for an answer? So when I take 5 times 8, I get 40. When I take x times 6 times x times y, I get 6xy. And the result of multiplying your answer is your product. So remember that the word product goes with multiplying. All right. Then there's powers, which have to do with how many times you multiply something by itself. So in this particular example, I have the base 2, I have the exponent 3, and what that means is that I'm taking 2 times itself 3 times. So 2 to the third power really means 2 times 2 times 2. And when I take 2 times 2 times 2, of course I get 8 for an answer. 3 squared, of course, would be 3 times 3, which equals 9. 2 to the fourth means to multiply 2 by itself 4 times. It does not mean to take 2 times 4 and get 8 for an answer. It means to multiply 2 by itself 4 times. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, of course, is 16. When we do 4 to the fifth, then that means to multiply 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, 5 times. And when I take 4 to the 5th power, I get a really big answer, and I have to get my calculator out so that I can tell you what it is. 4 to the 5th power is, hang on, my calculator's not on. Is 1024. So you can check that. By the way, on your graphing calculators, I should show you this. On your graphing calculator screen, when you want to take 4 to the 5th power, you're going to type in 4, and then in the right below the clear key, right above the division key and below the clear key, is this little symbol right here. We call it the caret key. That's the key that you want to press in order to take something to an exponent. So in this particular problem that I just did right here, what I typed into my calculator is 4, and then I pressed this key right here. It's again right below the clear and above the divide symbol. And that means to the, and then I would type in 5, so 4 to the 5th power, and I pressed equals, and I got 1024. Okay? And that will do it for this lesson.